guys. Okay, you know what? Okay, guys. I wanted to show you this book that I think is gonna be really, really helpful. Shut the fuck up. Just give me that. Okay, bro. You didn't have to be so mean about this. You fucking bitch. Gracias para. I'm just trying to explain to you, but if you literally gonna read this book, you're gonna make one of the worst mistakes I've ever did. Look, I'm not sure if you thought that skit was cringy, but I feel like for some of you guys it was. But anyways, let's just get right into the topic. The most biggest mistake you can make while studying Japanese, or just specifically in this video, studying the kanji. Three out of the most complicated one that most of you hate and are not willing to do. But I'm gonna be willing to help you out though. Kanji, yes. Let's just get straight into it. So, look, if you haven't studied kanji, just please just watch this video so you don't end up wasting months, and just be aware of this at least. So, the biggest mistake I've ever made in my entire, or out of this studying Japanese, is literally just using a kanji dictionary for the 5 months. 5 months straight, I just used a kanji dictionary and immersed. That's it. It was like around April 2022, but I stopped. I got back in that time in April. I got myself a kanji dictionary where it had like all these kanji basically, and in some ways it helped me. There was example sentences, but I put this kanji to Anki. Did that for so long, but I didn't even put it in context. Not even study it. Like, yeah, but the worst part is, or this part that you need to grasp right now, is that it was not in context. And literally, I studied like about 1,000 kanji, or sorry for that. I seen or like in a way reviewed like once more than 1,000 kanji, 1,000 kanji in just that span of time, and I literally forgot all of it. Like literally all of the kanji I forgot. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm acting dramatic, but like that was just such a loss. I got there, and like I should have used that time to in a better way. Like, so yeah, I just really, really regret making that mistake. Almost like 7 months. I'm not sure. It was like from April to October or November that I spent doing this without even putting any context into this type of stuff. But in order to prevent this, or what you should have done instead, for me personally, so like for me to you, I don't personally recommend you to fully copy, but I'd advise you to do some of it, because who knows? I'm not the best Japanese I'm not the best person who studies Japanese. At least I'm making time out of it. I'm actually learning out of it. So first, I would say is don't learn kanji by itself. Never, ever learn kanji by itself, because you're just gonna forget it. You won't get it. How else will you remember it? Like, you just have to understand that it's gonna have that one word. But what is that one word gonna have in this context of this sentence? What is this? What different reading is it gonna have? Because what I believe is more. What I believe is just as important is the readings, because it might, if you don't use it in the correct context, it might be misleading to other people, especially Japanese person, which you're trying to impress, if I'm that's what I'm guessing. But the second step, or what you should do next, but personally, you just choose. Yeah, for me personally, that's what I would do, just for myself, because this is what has to work for me. Like I said, it's not gonna work for everyone. I would have studied, like I said, study in context and like go more in depth about what type, like the patch, not type, the patch you're learning, and spend more time on that, because the more, as one of these YouTubers I watched said, more you are exposed to that vocabulary, the more it will get attached to your head. I recommend to say it to a native, but specifically in this channel we're talking about Japanese. So you go to like italki or HelloTalk, use your vocabulary there, and then just keep doing that. Well, not that, but I mean, you could talk to people on HelloTalk as well, and use it in context. Or I mean, you could just also learn from Japanese from zero, or wherever you're learning from, and implement it to saying it to people. But anyways, that's very cliche. So something else. I'm not sure if I'm going off track here, but what you really need to do in order to remember this kanji, or it's basically anything, is put some sort of significance behind it. So, for example, if you knew, because I don't know the kanji for the naughty stuff, but I know most likely you'd probably remember it because it's just as triggering or maybe arousing to you. So it's stuff like that. Know you know it's in context. You have a significance towards that kanji that resembles that. Or or another example is like the word baka, but I just do not want to say that because that's very cringe. But for a lot of the anime fans, you put so much significance into that, you remembered it because you have seen the context, and you put a lot a lot of significance into that. So it's no wonder why you remember it, because you put the significance towards that vocabulary. So the more significance you put into that vocabulary, and also embarrass yourself if you have to, the more it's gonna likely stick in your head for a while, or basically for the long term. Do this type of stuff, like re-review like every often, so that way you don't forget it, but also keep speaking, just keep expanding your vocabulary basically in every foundation of learning, or being fluent in a language, which is, yeah, again, very cliche. But to say more, you need to put kanji. If Since we're talking about kanji here, you could also put the mori, if with those three trees, and try to see the different ratings, or just any kanji. And this is just an example. And then search that reading or whatever. Search it up on this website called Youglish, which is a website that's actually gonna put it in context, or like put it in a video that has that specific word. But to be honest, I mean, it does help, but not doesn't really help significantly. But who I haven't used it that much, so let me know once you meet it, if you're gonna use it for the long term. And thank you for watching. If you've made this far, because I know that not that much people made it that far. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, because I really want to get like to 100 or 1,000 subscribers. So I'd be grateful if you subscribe, and hopefully you will make it with us. Hopefully your ego will not let you down. I mean, will not hold you back to come with us on this journey and to be an outlier. I know we will make it if you are determined enough and you have faith in yourself. I know you can do it. even if you're not gonna go after with us.